show, actress, producer, and host of a hugely popular podcast, I Choose Me. Jennie Garth still here. The last time Jennie was here, we kicked off we had a throwback show. Tori Spelling was there. Here's the funniest part. I don't know if you know this. So there I am in my throwback 90210 outfit.
You look good.
Except for no one told you and Tori to dress up. So they came in elegantly dressed in these beautiful outfits, and I walked in looking like their cousin. Remember that? I was like,
I loved it.
You said, I would have dressed. No one told me. And I'm walking out in my ripped jeans thinking I'm so cool. That's the 90210 effect. It's crazy. 35 years.
35 years.
35 years since the first debut. A lot has happened. A lot has changed. Shannon's passing last July. Luke, how do you process life at this point? You talk a lot about aging on the podcast.
I do.
And you talk about it in a very graceful way, I feel.
Well, you have to embrace it. It's part of choosing yourself, loving yourself at any age, any stage. But, you know, the loss of as part of our cast was devastating. It is still devastating. It's hard to even believe, especially when you can look back on the memories and the pictures and watch it on TV. It's just hard to accept that they're not here with us anymore, but they're here with us, so. Never.
It's interesting, Jennie, I was saying that when you've been so popular at such a young age, I thought about you with what's happening with Millie Bobby Brown. Stranger Things star, she's debuted a new hair color, a new look, and she wrote on social media how after just days of people criticizing, saying she looks older, she doesn't look like herself. I was so proud of her. She got on her social media page and basically said, you have to accept I'm growing up. I am not this kid from Stranger Things. And she talked about experiencing this bullying because of her physical appearance. And she noted that even some of the writers were women, other women. Who were just hard. I know you pride yourself on building a community of women. You love being, as you said, around strong, smart women. When you see all these years later, this kid being attacked.
It's worse with social media. We didn't have that in the 90s, so we were kind of safe from it, but I still experience it now. People have their opinions and they're allowed to just express them. But I think she's really strong, and that's what's so beautiful about this new generation of young women. They know their worth. And they're not going to let anybody put them in the corner. So, kudos to her.
With having 3 daughters, and as you said, young women now knowing their worth more than ever before. Fiona was on your show, I believe, on the podcast. I think we have a clip of it where she was talking about stress and processing all of that. Let's play it.
Do you stress about the way you look? Do you stress about things like that?
I think it's very heightened the way that girls see each other, themselves right now in comparison to others, comparing yourself. I stress about what people think of me all the time.
I remember that feeling as a young adult, certainly a young girl working as an actress. That made me feel like I was against other girls sometimes, and I hated that feeling.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, actually, just knowing that, she vocalized it, and I could so relate. And I feel like not just the industry, but the world kind of does pit women against women. And when you do it at such a young age, it makes an impact. And it took me a very, very long time to come up from that and realize that compare just equals despair. And there's so much joy in a connection between women who are secure in themselves and just want to support everybody else. And I want that for her.
I mean, I love that. I love that you've created this movement. Where do you see this going next?
Well, we hope to, we're going to be planning our next I Choose Me Live event. Not sure which city it's going to be in, but I
New
really,
York.
yes, I really want to continue elevating and amplifying that message. It stood in the 90s. It still stands the test of time. We all still need to hear that it's okay to choose ourselves.
I love it. Thank you to Jennie. Listen, full episodes of Jennie's podcast, I Choose Me, are available to stream right now. We'll be right back.
Coming up, a powerful I Choose Me story. He chose to leave his six-figure finance job to follow his passion for food full-time. Now he's the internet's go-to chef, cooking up recipes like this garlic butter shrimp and leaving millions of his followers hungry for more. And later, at the height of his career, Grammy-winning gospel recording artist Jonathan McReynolds says he reached his breaking point.
Everything came to that moment.
Yeah.
We carry so much from day to day. We're doing what we have to do, but sometimes, yeah, it just takes a bad bowl of beef stew.
Why he's challenging hustle culture and what he says you should do before you climb any higher. Plus, an emotional performance. Stay with us.
Are y'all ready for the show? Join the Tamron Hall Show audience. Go to TamronHallShow.com. Welcome to the Tamron Hall Show.